Tune in to www.OGHUSKEYRADIO.com. Broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Special guest, man. I didn't tell him, this, but he don't know that, but this is my childhood hero, dog. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know. Let me tell you straight up, we used to drive San Fernando Road from right here, 2 blocks from here, all the way to Mission Hills. So I like Chaka, Sleez, Pale, like, damn, man, I used to see him rocking, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the backseat of the car, because my mom didn't drive the freeways. And straight up real shit, man, like, that's where I like, man, I was like, Sleez, and I told you that first time I had met you, man. It's like, fuck, I respect everything you do, and thank you for it, man. But
right on, man.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
All right, hey, I'm Sleez from Loksan Dope on the Run.
And we got a show going down March 30th, next Sunday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., located at Gallery 1548 on 16th and Central in downtown Los Angeles. Make sure you guys enter on 16th Street. What are we gonna have at that show, man? What's up?
There'll be canvases, some sculpture, and a bunch of different stuff, man.
We got pictures too, right? You're gonna be displaying.
Oh yeah,
a lot of pictures?
there will be photos, yeah.
And the photos are there's like your collection. You didn't really show nobody, or they black books. What can we expect?
No, it's from a lot of people's personal stuff, which is cool, man. That they're breaking it out and letting other people see it, because a lot of this stuff wasn't wasn't documented, or it seemed like it was, but now we're seeing pictures of it.
That people actually had.
Oh shit, yeah.
Do you archive? Do you have archive for yourself, like other people's work or your work?
You know what? I was really bad about that. If I had one thing to take over, I would have taken flicks of my of shit. And when I bombed in like a cool permanent, I would have got it, man.
What's a permanent?
What's a permanent? You don't know, right?
Yeah. Of course not. No, never. I never read about that.
It's a spot that is supposedly not going to get buffed, but a permanent to me is something that stays up at least like a few months,
Word up.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of permanents, or you were just doing that much work?
Huh? I was to be honest with you, I was doing whatever. I was doing the permanents. That was what I always went for, the permanents. But if the other was there, then that went too,
What did you prefer to do, man? If you could do, the throw ups, the non-stops, what would you prefer to do? Like, if you had your choice, what would you?
Throw ups, well, non-stops and throw ups, those are the two, yeah. It's weird. It would be a SL with a non-stop next to it, really. Yeah.
Was it more fun doing it, or seeing it rocking, or hearing the homies like, damn, you hit that spot? Or
I got a pleasure when I was would see it. Like, the next time I'd see it, I love that shit.
Word
and
up.
it would be rolling, and and you're just like, yeah, passing by,
Facebook.com/Sleez LOD. Make sure you guys hit them up. Got the event page. You can get the link from there. Once again, going down next Sunday, 1548 South Central Avenue in downtown Los Angeles on 16th and Central. Go ahead and enter on 16th Street. And we'd like to give a shout out to Reina for allowing us to utilize the spot. Make sure everybody comes out and supports. Once again, Facebook.com/Sleez LOD. Who started LOD?
Yeah, LOD was started by it was a few childhood friends. It was me and 2 other childhood friends. And let me see. I don't even think when we started it was meant to be a writing crew. It was.
No, what was it? What was it?
It was like a crew. It was our little thing. It was like. Yeah, stoners. It was straight stoners,
Stoners. So you guys had the Vans and the long hair and shit?
Oh, we had the Vans, the long hair.
I do a lot of reading, dog. Shit.
Yeah.
Some LA shit. If y'all from LA, y'all know about that shit.
Yeah, so we did it. We started it that way, and then before you know it, what happened was I got really into writing.
Okay.
And we already had the LOD thing, so I was just Sleez LOD. And then, you know, the next thing you know, we started getting people in, and yeah.
With the name Sleez.
Huh?
Who gave you the name?
Well, this is another one that's a trip. When I first started writing Sleez, I wanted to write the most, because I was doing this shit as a joke. All right, I was seriously doing it as a joke. And I mean, not to disrespect writing,
how though? Like, you gotta explain that.
I thought it was funny, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna write Sleez on the wall. It's like someone writing crap or something, you know?
Sleez, huh?
And I did it, and then people, it's funny, when they first heard my name, they were like, people were like, oh, dude, how are you gonna write that? You should change it. But I'm like, whatever. That made me more happy, right? But then I started getting up, and people were telling me, oh, yeah, I see that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I'm supposed to be the opposite, you know?
Was it political, offensive? Like, in your mind, like, well...
It was just like, it was sleazy, man. It was. It was.
What year are we talking about, man? LOD founded?
87.
87. What area?
East Hollywood.
East Hollywood. Yeah. And okay, people growing up, like Sleez is who they look up to, or like their influence. Who's Sleez's influence?
Man, you know, so many of the writers that came before me, and like, you know, Price, Skep, a lot of, there's so many, man. There's like numerous, but.
What was it? Seeing them up, or the colors? What was it for you?
I know Price. I used to see him up on every bus I was in junior high, that I was, every bus. And then Skep, I saw his shit all running in downtown, like crazy. I mean, he killed it for a while. He was king of downtown. He had downtown locked, man. No one's had it like that since. I'm telling you, he had it locked.
And doing the work that you did, man, how much time, you know what I'm saying? Because you're telling me off there, like 17, 18 years old, it was putting in work.
Oh, by the time I was 18, hell yeah.
How much time were you dedicating a week?
I would say 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5 a
3
week?
to 5 days a week.
Wow.
That was really.
Yeah. Damn. And who was sponsoring the paint back then? You know, we have sponsors now that,
well, I was sponsoring it in my waistband.
We're talking about the subject of racking too earlier, man. With the way it changes, is it you being like, you know, OG at that level? Do you see it like racking? They still have to rack paint even though things have changed. What's your stance on it? Like
on racking?
Yeah.
That if you can get by with it, do it, but don't feel like you have to do it to paint. Because if you have money, then fuck it, it's just as good a paint, you know. It's not like the wall's gonna tell, you know. I mean, really, you know. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. What has changed from 87?
Well, one thing is that it's when we did it, we could go out and boost everything. You can go out in one day and come back with mean streaks, with everything, subscribers, everything. Nowadays, you can't get any of that shit. It's all behind a case. So I don't know. That's kind of harder. Yeah, I mean, so much has changed. Now it's more accepted. There's way more people. And there was more gangbanging, though. When we did it, we used to get gangbanged on, man.
Yeah.
Like shot at and all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there a graffiti scene?
Huh?
Is there a graffiti scene? And I ask you that because, like, how you said LOD was like, it was just the homies chilling. Like, I think people now have this conception that it's like, was it a scene or was it just, you know, childhood friends?
It was childhood friends making a crew. And I don't even remember who came up with Loc song. We were just like throwing around different things and that one stuck.
Once again, Facebook.com/SleezLOD. Legacy show going down Sunday, March 30th, 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Might go later, but it will start at 6. That's how we can let you guys know. 1548 South Central. Avenue, 16th and Central in downtown Los Angeles. Make sure you guys enter on 16th. Once again, Facebook.com/Sleez LOD. Has the internet helped graffiti?
What the internet has done is it helped Vice and the police in a big way, man. it really has, man. It made their job a lot easier. I mean, people wonder why they're getting busted when they'll put their real name and right next to it it's whatever the fuck they write, you know. And it's like, come on, man. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing once you stop bombing, but when you're still out there, you know, active, and that's some stupid shit, man.
The LOD show, you have LOD members, and Dizzy Astor is gonna be having some of his work out there. With the laws change, are you an advocate? Would you promote graffiti now, even though the laws have changed?
Man, I feel if it's something you really want to do, not something that you're doing because of like peer pressure or because everybody else is doing it. If it's something like that, man, just go for it, man. Do what you gotta do. Just don't do stupid shit like I hate when people like write on trees or houses, and I mean, come on, get public shit.
Break that down though. I think that somehow hasn't gotten passed down. Like, just why?
Yeah, I don't know. It used to be a big deal. If a friend of mine that had a band, even in the song, one of the songs, it said, please don't write on trees. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it's a trip.
But where did it not get passed down, or has the times have changed?
I think a lot of the new school wasn't schooled right by the old school, and that sucks, man. You know, and so, but you know,
are there any other rules that?
Any other rules?
Yeah.
I know I'll think of something. Nah, that was mainly it. And churches, of course, stuff like that.
Yeah. What were you rebelling against when you were doing it, or were you rebelling? Were you just having fun?
The law, man.
What the law ever do to you? Did you even see it like that when you were doing it though?
You know what? I had already had so much police what is it?
Interactions, quote
unquote.
Yeah.
You know, and I had already been hit in the face with a baton when I was pretty young. Maybe that's what happened. And so I hated them. I still hate them, but you know.
Once again, Legacy taking place March 30th, 6 p.m., 1548 South Central Avenue. Enter on 16th at Gallery 1548. I want to thank you for taking your time and coming through. And
thank you, man.
And long overdue, man, from the first time when you walked in here, man. And I was like, you know what I mean? And thank you for taking your time. It means a lot. On behalf of Los Angeles hip-hop, and I say hip-hop and every single element that anyone ever, we want to thank you, dog. If no one's ever took the time out to, like, thank you for all the work you put in, dog.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
OGHUSKEYRADIO.com. Stay posted. Facebook, Sleez, LOD. Stay posted. OG Husky Radio.